We see with our hearts and love with our eyes. In a 2020 prison, lusting over a prize.
What's going on, y'all? It's Maddad 316 back from the Madden 3 days in a row. The original Madden, where it all started. So, I think it's only fitting that I do the final highs and lows of Madden 19 from where my quest in this YouTube world and started, which was in this Madden. And I will be moving out of this house here in the next couple weeks, so it's going to be leaving my Madden where memories in the dust in the rearview mirror. It's been quite the year. I mean, I know a lot of people have made their review videos on what they think is better and what needs to improve for Madden 20. And I'm going to kind of do something similar to that, but I'm just going to give the review of the highs and lows I feel of Madden 19 as said by Maddad 316. So before I do, guys, I picked up Herman Moore yesterday. I just want to give you guys a look at him real quick. He's an excellent receiver. For those that, wanted to try out some more cards if you have any weekend league games. I mean, I'm comparing him against Julio here, and look at his stats. I mean, the only 98s, catching traffic in the short route running, medium route running is a 95. I mean, he's a great. Yeah, he's a great. Look at that, the 90 spin move, 91 juke move. I mean, not too bad, guys. Just so if you feel like checking someone out. That's someone to check out. Anyway, so highs and lows of Madden 19. I mean, as you guys are known that watch this channel a lot, I try to stay pretty positive when it comes to playing this game. If you're gonna get mad, why play it? A lot of us use this as a hobby, as an outlet. I know some people out there that take it very seriously. That want to compete and be champions, or be very successful YouTubers and have 100,000 followers and really make a living off of Madden somehow. They get very, very frustrated. They take it a lot more seriously, so they take everything very personally. Not me. That's not me at all. So, my review might be skewed as someone who sees this more as an outlet, as a leisure activity, and kind of weighs it against what he expects from the game. I always tell you guys, I don't expect things from this game. I expect it to work when I turn it on. I expect to be able to control the person, and that when I push X, the ball gets thrown. I expect those very basic things. But other than that, my expectations are not huge. I mean, like I said, I remember video games back when you bought the game and if you beat it that one night, that was it. You just spent $60 and that was it. You spend $60 now, and this game drops new players in it that you're able to attain and play towards all year long. So I mean, to me, that's a huge bonus. So it's hard, I know people have been playing MUT. So there's a lot of people out there that are gonna say, I've been playing MUT since MUT, whatever. I did take a break, as I was a musician and didn't play video games for a lot of years. And so I really got back into it this last year. As I've had children, I've been more of a homebody now, and I'm not out at the club or out at the, playing gigs, all over, the state or the United States. I'm here in town and I'm here at home a lot. So I kind of latched onto this as kind of my creative outlet in a sense, and as my, outlet. So I don't want to hate it. I don't want to bash it. And I don't have a very, it hasn't worn on me yet. Like it might worn on other people. Like I'm saying, that's been playing it for years and years and years. It's still very new and fresh to me, this aspect of the game. So take that into consideration when I talk about the highs and lows. Sorry for that quick aside there. I just wanted to give you lay a foundation before I just jumped in. Like, why this guy doesn't know? Where's this guy coming from? But a lot of you guys know I've been playing Madden for whenever, from the original Madden football came out. But I stopped. Didn't play video games for a lot of years as I became a musician, blah, 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 blah. So I just kind of got into it more back, a couple of years ago. So, and MUT, this is my first year I went all in on MUT. So you guys have been part of that journey for me. You guys kind of jumped on after I knew what I was doing. And, a lot of you guys weren't there for a lot of the lows in the beginning of the game where I did not know what I was doing. So I think a big high this year was learning the power-up system for me and how that actually works. How the limited times you can pick up with training after the week. I think that was a big plus for this Madden 19. The ability to attain players, I think, in MUT 19 was a big high. Any player that you really wanted, if you really wanted them, you could get them. And that's, from what I hear in Madden's past, that was not always the case. Some players were almost, 3 million, 4 million, unattainable for certain levels of players. But every player you wanted to get this year, you could attain and could play with. I think it's a very big high. A lot of people talked about the promos and the alternate currencies. I think those the ability to do rerolls and reroll sets, big high. A lot of excitement for rerolls. I mean, I remember pulling, you know, a lot of people doing rerolls for their favorite players. I remember pulling my Deshaun, my Vernon Davis, you know, my Julio Jones and the MVPs, you know, my Josh Norman and the MVPs, my Trent Williams and the MVPs. You know, I did a lot of those rerolls. That was a very exciting time. And for the Snow Beasts, I think I did the Lane Johnson, or Snow Beasts, the Ghost of Madden for the Snow ones. You know, it was a lot of fun with those rerolls, guys. It was, you know, making coins off the Super Bowl rings, you know, selling those 86s and 87s. Huge highs in Madden. I had a lot of fun doing that. I know a lot of people shat on the Easter promo. I love the eggs. I love chasing those eggs around and doing, you know, looking for them each day. That was a very exciting time for me. I mean, people were, at that point in the game, were so negative. I remember that being pushing against a lot of negativity. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I ain't buying these eggs. They ain't gonna be worth it. Those eggs were totally worth it. I made tons of coins off all the tier 4 eggs I had. So, very good highs in those promos. You know, I had a lot of fun. Me personally, highs, I can say pulling my limited to the Ultimate Legend packs, the Ultimate Legend openings, pulling Dermontti Dawson, pulling Jason Taylor. Just yesterday, if you saw my video, pulling, I've already forget his name, Ted Hendricks. But, great highs in the game. Doing this, you know, this set right here, my favorite set of the entire Madden promo, right here is in this. We're gonna have to go to the archives. Right here, guys.
Same.
That's Team of the Week. The Team of the Year. Team of the Year. Oh, yeah, the Super Bowl. This one right here. The Fantasy Pack. I did the Nat one so many times. Pulled Tyreek Hill to able to sell mine twice. You know, I pulled Tyreek Hill in this one twice. Millions of coins. You know, I remember Bobby Wagner and Tyreek Hill, Todd Gurley were selling for millions of coins. I did these sets right here so many times. You know, so many risks. This is my favorite set. I mean, how much does one of these sets cost right now? Let's see what one of these sets costs right now. I remember it was close. And you can't even buy these players. Oh, I got somebody typed in there. I got a search going on there. But anyway, this set was, I mean, that's how I'm looking up Herman Moore. This set right here, you're spending probably about 300K right now. For those two, it's 100, and then for 4 of these, so, but you're spending about 260. But you know, back then you're spending about 700-800 for just the hopes of getting, you know, a 97 or above. But that set right there was a big high in Madden. You know, and I had a lot of fun with that one right there. Let's go a little bit through the lows real quick. Lows in Madden. I'm going to say the community itself and the attack. Positivity, guys. You know what I mean? We only hear, the funny thing is there's a lot of positive players out there, but you only hear the ones that bitch the loudest. You know, what they say, the squeaky tire gets the oil. Well, that's kind of how it is. You hear that 10% of the Madden players, and that's all you really hear, the ones that are really negative. There's a lot of positive players out there that really, truly enjoy the game. Be that person. Be those people that try to look optimistic. That's you know, the lows is I've had a lot of weird interactions with people when I started taking this game more seriously. They started attacking, and that's kind of been a low for me, is the overall attitudes I've had to deal with. Not all of them. Sheesh, 99% of you guys have been great, but that 1% really makes it terrible. You know what I mean? I try to remember the good moments. I try to remember pulling those Tyreek Hills, you know, making great plays. And I try not to forget the negative moments throughout the season. So there's a lot of times without the game. So one of them is going to be, you know, dealing with those kinds of people. So you guys can fix that yourselves by not being one of those people. A second thing that was a low was, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, whatever they wanted, the corrector within there was like the Madden comeback. It felt like the Madden would just turn on for plays when you were beating people 21-0. Like there's an automatic thing in the system somehow that would recorrect and make it turn to arcade mode for them or something and leave you in competitive mode. So that kind of got frustrating at times within the gameplay. That's gonna be only I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to identify that or what I would call that. But it was somewhat, I know it was a real thing. I know people had different names for it. But I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, that kind of made it, took the fun out of the game, took the control out of the game at certain times. Another low was, I'm going to say it again, it was a positive and it was a low, was the alternate currencies. You know, they had to stay consistent with, you know, we had to know every time what they were going to turn into. You know what I mean? Put them out there, but know what they're going to turn into and how long we're going to have them. You know, it kind of takes the fun out of it when you're just living both with the both alternative currencies. I think there's a better way of doing it than the way they did it. I don't know what the way is, what the answer is, but even though I had fun with the packs that you could get the rerolls and whatnot, the alternate currencies themselves kind of grew a little laggy there towards the end. But not many lows, guys. Not many lows throughout this year. You know, I think I had a steep learning curve with the auction market and with powering players up. Oh, that's another low. Not knowing where your power-up passes are. Being able to find those within your player. You know, have them on the back of the card. Have them have a special emblem on them or something, just to let them know there's a power-up pass on them. Lost so many coins powering people down. So much training powering people down. But I think that the half off on training as well when you're powering people down, that's kind of stiff a little bit. And buying and having to, I understand the tax within the market with the auction of 10%. I totally get that. It keeps the market from getting crazy. But when you're having to pay to get your own, especially if you use training to power somebody up, you have to pay to get half of your training back. That's kind of a low right there. So hopefully things like that can get fixed a little bit. I'm not, you know, it's not terrible. They're not terrible lows, but they're just things that are kind of like, man, it's hard enough to get coins in this game. So I still haven't decided next year, you know, and that's kind of where I'm going to end the lows off before I just jump into something else. So highs, you know, I really like the rerolls, really like the sets, really like the new players, really like the game in general. I really had a great time with this game, you know. Personal highs, pulling players that we like, opening packs, you know. Lows, alternate currencies and the way they were used. The Madden community and how they act sometimes and how they act with other players. Interacting with that 1% I'm talking about. Sometimes it grows up high as 10%. And also the power-up passes and not being able to find them within players. And the training it costs, the coins it costs to unpower up your players. So that's kind of my breakdowns of the highs and lows of the game. As far as next year and how to prepare and what to expect, I'm going to go in there a lot smarter. I still don't know. The question remains, I guess I should pose it to you guys. You guys like me opening a lot of packs, doing bundles if not, or should I should I jump to the other side and show you guys how to grind and be a no money spent soldier? So, no money spent versus not a lot. Maybe like I said, I spent mostly donations spent money this year. It was never, you know, like going to the breaking me and sending me to the poorhouse. So having some money spent or no money spent, that's going to be a question I have going into Madden 20 that I hope you guys can help me answer. But I've rambled on enough, guys. It's a Sunday. Have a great day. Not a lot going on in the game. I'm going to finish some weekend league today, my last weekend league. I played with a theme team last night. First time in weekend league, and they did pretty well. You know, it's hard with when your line's not blocking well, but it was fun. I'm gonna finish it off and get some Herman Moore gameplay in weekend league tonight, and then just have some fun with my players, guys. I suggest you do the same. I got my theme team up and rolling, so if anyone wants to play some theme team games, you know who I'm talking to. Let me know. We can do some videos. I think Big Bama wants to do those theme team games. So gameplays, theme teams, I'll have those videos hopefully coming out this week. Have a great week, guys. Enjoy. Prepare for Madden 20. Don't forget about the Rookie Premiere giveaway this Tuesday if you made it this far in the video. I'll drop the link in the comments. Have a great day. Maddad 316 is out.